6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has emphasized the need for highest level of training for police officers to enable them to efficiently discharge their duties. Pakistan and Austria have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in diverse sectors. The Planning Minister has urged the developed countries to fulfill their commitments to mobilize $100 billion annually for climate finance. The President and the Prime Minister have directed to provide all possible assistance to the flood-affected people in the country. 35 more Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. The second T20 Cricket International of the three-match series between Pakistan and Bangladesh is underway in Dhaka. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has emphasized the need for highest level of training for police officers to enable them to efficiently discharge their duties. Addressing the trainee police officers at the National Police Academy in Islamabad today, he stated that the core focus of their training syllabus should be the protection of citizens' life and property and provision of justice to the common man. Regarding the upgradation of the National Police Academy, the Prime Minister said it will span over 25 acres of land and include an elite training school and a firing range. In his remarks on the occasion, the Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi said advanced courses, including relating to cyber security, will be conducted at the National Police Academy. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister Mohammad Esagdar met the Special Envoy for Global Affairs of the Austrian Chancellor Peter Lonsky on the sidelines of the high-level political forum on sustainable development in New York. Both the sides expressed satisfaction over the positive trajectory of Pakistan-Austria relations and discussed avenues to further enhance bilateral cooperation, particularly in education, tourism and business. Peter Lonsky appreciated the contributions of the Pakistani diaspora to Austria's economy and social fabric. They also discussed close cooperation between the two countries at multilateral fora, especially at the United Nations. Austria appreciated Pakistan's role and contributions to the work of the United Nations Security Council as a non-permanent member, particularly during its presidency. The Planning Minister Ehsan Iqbal has urged the developed countries to fulfill their commitments to mobilize $100 billion annually for climate finance to counter the challenge of climate change. Addressing a ceremony in connection with the climate change in Islamabad today, he called upon the international community to devise regional protocols instead of fragmented responses to mitigate the adverse impacts of climate change. The minister expressed the commitment to increase the share of renewable energy to 60% of the total energy mix by 2030. The Chief of the Royal Saudi Naval Forces, Vice Admiral Mohammed bin Abdurrahman Al Ghuraibi, has lauded Pakistan Navy's efforts for strengthening maritime security in the region. He expressed these views during a meeting with the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Naveed Ashraf, at the Naval Headquarters in Islamabad today. The two sides exchanged views on bilateral cooperation, regional security situation, and matters of bilateral interest. The Naval Chief highlighted Pakistan Navy's initiatives for ensuring regional peace and security through regional maritime security patrols. In his remarks, the Chief of the Royal Saudi Naval Forces commended the Pakistan Navy for imparting quality training to cadets of the Royal Saudi Naval Forces at the Pakistan Naval Academy. But the sides reiterated to further strengthen the entire gamut of existing bilateral defense relations between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. The United Arab Emirates Ambassador Hamad Ubaid Al-Zahbi called on the Governor Sindh Kamran Khan Tisori in Karachi today. The UAE ambassador lauded the Governor Sindh for playing a key role in implementing 5-year UAE visa policy. Kamran Khan Tisori thanked the United Arab Emirates ambassador for getting 5-year visas for Pakistanis and assured full cooperation by the government of Pakistan in this regard. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif have directed to provide every possible assistance and rehabilitation facilities to the flood-affected people in the country. In their separate statements, they directed the relevant departments to accelerate relief activities in the affected areas. Both the leaders also expressed deep grief and sorrow over the loss of precious lives due to rains and floods in various parts of the country. The Pakistan Army is engaged in rescue and relief operations in various areas affected by flooding caused by recent heavy rains. In a rescue operation on Skardu-Dusai Road hit by landslides, Pakistan Army's engineering teams have completely cleared the road from Skardu to Satpara Mountaineering School and from Deosai to Satpara village. All the blocked routes have been reopened and the stranded individuals and vehicles have been safely evacuated. The traffic has resumed and is now flowing smoothly. Meanwhile, in a rescue operation in Babusar and Karakoram Highway, the Pakistan Army safely evacuated tourists and travelers to secure locations through helicopters. So far, 15 helicopter sorties have been conducted to transport people to safety. The National Disaster Management Authority has issued a landslide alert for northern regions of the country in view of the monsoon rains forecast and potential slope instability. As per the meteorological projections, isolated rainfall is expected across various valleys of Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Jammu and Kashmir, including Gilgit, Skardu, Hunza, Astor, Diamir, Ghanche, Muzaffarabad, Neelam Valley, Haveli, Bagh and Punch. Additionally, widespread heavy rainfall has been forecast in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, particularly in Chitral, Dir, Kohistan and adjoining mountainous zones. Monsoon downpours are intermittently lashing various parts of the country, including Islamabad and Rawalpindi. A spokesperson of the Met Office told our correspondent that the highest rainfall of 184 millimeters was recorded in Islamabad during the last 24 hours. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has said the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir are living in a perpetual state of fear as India intensified state terrorism across the territory. The APHC spokesman Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar, said the Indian troops are routinely raiding houses and launching massive cordon and search operations to intimidate the Kashmiri population. He said India has turned the territory into a slaughterhouse where innocent civilians are subject to systematic actions such as inhuman treatment, property seizures, harassment and arrest under fabricated charges. He said the Bharatiya Janata Party-led regime is implementing an agenda of collective punishment and demographic change. At least 35 Palestinians, including eight aid seekers, have been martyred in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. According to Gaza's health ministry, the Israeli aggression on Gaza martyred over 59,000 Palestinians since October 2023. And now cricket. In the second T20 Cricket International of the three-match series against Pakistan in Dhaka, Bangladesh were 54 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 11 overs a short while ago. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and elected to field. And finally, the weather report. Rain with wind and thunder showers is expected in Kashmir, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan and northeast Balochistan during the next 12 hours. Isolated heavy falls are likely in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Potokha region, northeast Punjab, Kashmir and adjacent hilly areas during the period. Hot and humid weather is likely in southern areas of the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.